Okay, problem number 8. Write a two-column proof for the following. Given isosceles trapezoid LMNP with LM congruent to PN because it is isosceles, and diagonals LN and PM show that LN is congruent to PM. So we want to show that the diagonals are congruent. So to show this, we need to do some things. So we know, first off, let's visually run through how we're going to do this. We know that that is parallel to that by the definition of a trapezoid. So let's start with that. We always start with our given statement. So our givens, whoops, that's not how we do it. Doobie 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 doo. We will say our statement, and then we'll say our proof afterwards. So our first statement is going to be that LM and P, okay, so LM and P is a trap, by which I mean it's a trapezoid, and that is given. Let's go ahead and say that LM is congruent to PN. We don't need to say that those diagonals are LN and PM. That is well enough implied. But let's do say something else. I don't know. Well, let's think about what we should do. We have overlapping triangles here. Typically speaking, when you have overlapping triangles and you want to show something, you should draw them separately. So I'm going to draw this triangle right here, which is LPM. I'm going to draw this triangle right here, which is LPN. Notice how I've kind of taken like two different pieces of that trapezoid. I know that's congruent to that. That was given. And I don't have anything else to mark yet. But I do know that angle L has to be congruent to angle, I should be more specific. I know that angle MLP has to be congruent to angle NPL because base angles of an isosceles trap are congruent. So really we should say that element NP is an isosceles trapezoid. That would be useful. Base angles of an isosceles trapezoid are congruent, so MLP is congruent to NPL. So I'm going to mark that congruent to that. And what else do I know? I know that LP is congruent to LP by the reflexive property, our old friend. So I get that is congruent to that. Therefore, I have triangle MLP is congruent to triangle NPL by the side angle side triangle congruence shortcut, and therefore LN is congruent to, I should put those lines there, LN is congruent to PM by C, P, C, T, C, and we are done. So scoobity doobity doo.